Welcome to Gen Protos. Today we'll be reviewing the chart with PPT. So manually searching through large PPT files to find specific information is highly time consuming, inefficient, and prone to miss details. Especially when dealing with hundreds of slides across multiple files, it's highly common. So we've come up with a smart solution that allows user to upload a large PPT and engage in a natural language query to retrieve specific slide content, summaries, insights with ease and efficiency. So using this, we enable the user to work with multiple PPTs in natural language. It helps quickly retrieve specific slide contents or summaries from large decks, and it also provides concise and accurate answer that completely align with the user query. So the flow is basically the user has to select the PPT that he wants to work with. We then extract the data out of the PPT. So we basically use a RAG-based approach. So when we extract the data out of the PPT, we chunk them, vectorize them basically, and then store them in a vector store. We use that for semantic searching. So when a user asks for any kind of query, we basically do a semantic search and find the most relevant slide, whichever slide has the most relevant answer for that query, and basically provide that to our customers. So let's get a demo of this. Okay, so to start with this demo, we first have to configure our LLM. So let's choose a provider, put in the provider key, and one extra thing that we'll be needing for this is the unstructured API key. So this is basically used for extracting the data out of the PPT itself. Once that's done, we are on this tab. We have to choose the PPT that we want to use for this. We can either select or drag and drop that. Once that's done, click on the embed doc. Now this would start running the RAG pipeline, which will extract the data, again vectorize it, index it, store in a vector database, and get the data prepared for a proper semantic searching. And as soon as that's done, we can see some questions over here. So when we were embedding that, the AI analyzed the data itself and curated some question based on the data that's present in the PPT. And on the left hand side, it shows the amount of token it used to generating this question. So basically that it's the token consumed is 8284, and this is the token consumed for embedding that document in a vector store. And over at the bottom section, we have an option to choose the model. So since we used OpenAI as a provider, we have two options. We can go with any of these, and let's simply click on any one of these, and it asks for key trends and that are shaping the smartphone future. So basically this PPT consists of data of smartphones launched in 2022. Okay, so we quickly got a response for this, and let's ask him to summarize this PPT. Okay, we quickly got a short summary for this 12 slides PPT. It shows who created this PPT, some key points that are mentioned in them. Now this can be useful for people who are constantly interacting with a PPT or working, doing presentation and all for the meetings. If they quickly want to look for a specific information, they want to either get a quick summary, extract key points and all, it can be really useful. And there are some other use cases as well. So for example, rather than just looking for a specific query, you can actually be more specific with the AI. So it mentions over here the smartphone brands as well. Okay, so let's try a question such as mention the smartphone brands whose name starts with A. Now in this PPT we have multiple smartphone brands, but the one that starts with A is Apple. So it quickly highlighted what we were looking for specifically. So it understood the user query exactly what we were asking for. So this is the response for that. And it also mentions that, okay, there are some others as well like Samsung, Xiaomi and all, but this is the one we were specifically looking for. Apart from that, we can use it for something like, let's say, mm, tell me the difference in displays mentioned in a tabular format. Okay, so basically this table itself, it doesn't exist in any of the slides, but the data, the AI has extracted the relevant data, and based on that it has created a table itself. So it is doing, it got all the relevant information that were regarding the displays itself and what it says about displays, and curated or created a custom table for us. So it is some one of the use cases which in which way we can interact or visualize the PPT also. So these are one of the many use cases that we can do with this chat with PPT. So at GenAI Protos, we simply document heavy workflows by integrating advanced AI capabilities into everyday tasks. Our chat with PPT prototype empowers users to navigate large PPT files effortlessly, saving time and improving productivity. Let us help you transform the way your team interacts with information and achieve with less effort.